Y'all know who it is. I'm that guy. And the first thing I like to say is thank y'all for the recent support of my videos. But if you want to be part of those videos, make sure to follow me on Twitch. Yes, I stream on Twitch. And we're going to go live at 12 EST this Saturday. So if you want to be part of the VOD, the clip, the video, join my Twitch. And if you do like the videos, make sure to subscribe. And let's just get right into the video.
An autistic mom with two autistic kids, man. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Restart, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this.
What is it like being an autistic adult?
It's like being Schmeagol.
I don't know what Schmeagol is.
Schmeagol was Golem from Lord of the Rings. It's kind of like I'm in the cave, like in a cave, and then the hobbits come and they're like, what is that thing? And that's what it's like for me. It's kind of like, what is that thing? And why is she twerking?
Chat. I know a lot, like, when I see a lot of people with this type of, like, spectrum of autism, they like to relate a lot of things to, like, movies and stuff. And honestly, I respect it because movies, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot to pull from movies, so I understand why. But if I saw you in a cave, bruh, if I saw you in a cave and you were just twerking, I'm trying to understand, like, why are you twerking right now? Like, well, bust down, like, why are you busting it down?
Is marriage what you expected?
So funny, bro.
It's actually better than what I expected.
How is it better?
I mean, he cooks. He cooks great mac and cheese.
Chad, get you a person that cooks great mac and cheese, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all don't even know how to make a pot of rice, man. Some of y'all out here got the chef skills from Temu and Alibaba. You know what I'm saying? I can make ramen. I can make a mean bowl of cereal. Shut the like.
Learn how to cook potato salad and mac and cheese right. And what else? Yeah.
Man, I'm reduced to mac and cheese and potato salad. Wow, isn't that horrible?
We got a better marriage than most of the marriages I grew up seeing.
See, chat? Because a lot of people don't know how to be cooking that potato salad and mac and cheese. The second he loses those two skills, he's out of here, chat.
So for me, this is pretty sweet. Like, this is one of the best marriages I've seen.
Well, I think the open lines of communication, I think that's sort of the way we're able to talk to each other. I think I'm kind of blunt myself as well as her, so it kind of works well.
And I accept him the way he is. I wish he shaved more, but, you know, I accept him the way he is. And I wish he dressed better.
Well, yeah, you got to remember.
I mean, they ask the truth.
That's true. That's true. You got to keep in mind, though, where I'm at most days. You know what I mean? You're in a rail yard most days. I'm not looking there trying to impress people.
He wears too much cologne.
Sometimes, yeah. You don't want to stink when you come back from work either.
I don't know what to say. Everybody else seems to know exactly how to get along with each other, what to say, how to be human. I feel like an alien in my own, like, species. I'm not like other people, and it makes me want to hide, I guess.
How would you describe Jasmine?
Two different people. I think she probably said that herself too. Inside the house and around the kids and the family, I would say she's a lot more open, a lot more talkative, a lot more loving, a lot more outgoing. And then we step out the house, and I think it's kind of she kind of tries to more or less fade into the background a little bit. It's tough for her because she's very pretty, and she kind of stands out. The big sparkle glasses. She loves to kind of show off as far as looks wise go. But it's funny because I think that's kind of like I think it's something she does maybe to disarm people. You know what I mean? To make people think that she's friendly and she's outgoing. But it's kind of funny when you try to talk. Sometimes I think that she gets tongue-tied and frozen a little bit, especially when she's in a new environment.
I've been told something was wrong with me in my entire life.
I ain't gonna hold you. These people are very articulate. I'm just gonna say, like, these people are explaining things so well and, like, not stuttering or saying, like, or trying to, like, think about things. They're, like, coming up with things so off the top of the dome. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you could do that when you're being very genuine.
I'm told that I should be more like other people, not understanding why or how. Like, how can I be more like them? And then I would watch people, and I would watch how my more like vibrant friends would talk to people. So I realized that people like compliments. So I started to give a lot of compliments, but then people would think that I was flirting with them. So now I have to take it back a little bit because, you know, that's not great either. And I just, you know, I just want to get along.
Is it hard for you to be yourself in front of other people?
I don't think that I can be myself in front of other people. I don't really think many people actually know the real me outside of my family. I don't think anyone does, actually.
What's that like for you?
What, knowing that she doesn't really show herself?
Mm-hmm.
It can be tough sometimes, especially, you know, when people ask you questions like, oh, you know, does Jazz not want to, they misinterpret a lot. So is she not happy to be here, or does she not want to, you know, be in this spot or this place? So sometimes it can be tough like that, where you're going back and you're talking. Like if my family say, oh, is Jasmine okay? She seemed a little bit upset today. She didn't seem like she wanted, you know, wasn't herself, or didn't want to talk, or this, that. And it's kind of, you know, you just kind of say, you know, sometimes, you know, things can be overwhelming.
What would you like to say to people when they have those thoughts and concerns?
I would say don't take it personal, you know, because it's not that I don't like people and I really do want to talk. It's just that it's a lot of fear around it. I'm really, like, I guess, fearful of being ostracized. I really am.
So you're an autistic.
Yeah, bro, the articulation, bro, the grammar, you know what I'm saying? The real what do they call it? I don't know, like je ne sais quoi, the words she's using, the vernacular, that's the word I'm looking for. The vernacular is crazy, you know what I'm saying? Ostracized, chat. I bet you never used ostracized one day in your life. I bet you hardly know what that means, even though she put it in a sentence. Like, come on,
Autistic
chat.
adult. Did you know you were an autistic kid?
No, but I can tell you from the get-go, everyone knew something was different about me. All the kids could tell that I was not like them. And I was ostracized as a child and from the get-go.
When did you first start to realize that you're autistic?
After my second child was diagnosed, and it was just kind of like, you know.
Whoa, that shit's late, chat. That shit's hella late. Oh, heck nah, bruh. Make sure you get your kids that mental diagnostic, man. Make sure you get yourself some mental diagnostic. You know what I'm saying? So you know more about you.
I saw so many similarities between me and my children.
Are you two ready for your big, awesome interview?
Logan.
Presenting Logan. Presenting. Testing. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
When my son started lining up toys and my
W.
mom was like, oh, that's not an issue. You did that too. And when she reminded me that she had to grind my food up until I was 8 years old. And when I saw a woman at the grocery store maybe 3 years ago, and she said, you're the one that used to eat the baby food till you were like 11. So yeah, those things kind of seemed a little bit different.
Are you ready for the first question of the interview?
Yes. No, not yet. We have to say.
I heard some baby food is pretty good though.
And I remember his dad going, he's fine. He's just really reserved like your wife is.
Yeah.
It was at a moment for you where you...
I realized that, oh man, because I'm like, this kid's really autistic. Am I? And then I learned about the lining the toys and the spinning and the food thing and the flapping, because I still flap when I get excited. And I eat oatmeal every day for like probably the past 30 years, and I can't not do it.
What type of feelings did you experience when you realized,
W oatmeal, Quaker's Oats.
oh my God, I've been autistic my whole
Quaker Oats, give her a sponsorship.
life?
It was the most relieving thing in the world, because it's like, I'm not crazy. I'm not just like, you know, dysfunctional. I just thought that I was a failed human being, that I was a woman who couldn't keep a job, couldn't keep a friendship, couldn't keep anything together, including my emotions when I was very upset. And then finding out, okay, There's a reason I'm this way. It just became a relief. I know I was able to learn to love myself afterwards.
The demon realm's groovy!
The obvious solution is to slay every last dragon.
I feel nothing but anxiety.
When you look at Jasmine, what do you think?
Do I think? She is my beautiful, sexy, outgoing, poignant, overly historical wife.
Do you enjoy sharing facts about
Chat. Poignant is crazy.
history?
Yes, but nobody likes to hear about history like all the time. Like all the time. I was so angry reading about Julius Caesar the other week and how he adopted Octavian. It made me so angry after reading the book. It made me angry again even though I read about it like years ago.
Chat. What you know about Julius Caesar adopting Octavian? I don't know shit about that. I don't even know who is Octavian.
Why does it make you angry?
Octavian.
Because yeah, Mark Anthony was the obvious choice.
Chat. Mark Anthony was the obvious choice. That's why it'd be pissing me off, bro. That's why it'd be pissing me off, bro. Like, bro, you don't be like Julius Caesar wasn't even thinking, bro. He was just, you know what I'm saying, choosing, you know what I'm saying. I don't know.
How do you feel when you hear Jasmine talk about her interests?
I'd like to hear some of them. Sometimes I'm like, all right, baby, why don't you, you know what I mean? Because we can wrap some of this stuff up a little bit. Because again, there's only so much engagement that I can have in a certain subject.
Would you talk about it all the time?
Yes, I say that I love to talk about Romulus to Romulus, and that's kind of
Romulus to Romulus, chat. Her vernacular is going over my head. I don't know if she's talking about people from past, or she's using like diction I'm not even familiar with. Romulus to Romulus.
my thing. The first emperor of Rome and the last emperor of Rome.
They had the same name?
Yeah, one was like, he named himself after the other one, so thinking it would bring him power, but he got murdered, so it didn't really do him well. And I just like history of the world. It's interesting. I read a lot about ancient China. I did the history of Sri Lanka
Come on. What you know about Sri Lanka, chat?
not that long ago. I read about the history of England often. And I read American history, South American history. I just pick something in the dictionary and I go wild. And I spend probably about 2 to 3 hours of my free time at night reading the encyclopedia.
You said you read the dictionary?
Read the encyclopedia, chat. Bro, I don't think, I've ever read the dictionary.
As well?
Yes.
How often?
Every day.
For how long?
Not as long as the encyclopedia, just maybe a few words, and then I go to the encyclopedia. I like to make sure that whatever I'm reading in the encyclopedia, I understand completely.
So on an average day, how much time do you spend reading?
I read about maybe 2 hours a day, and I listen to audiobooks about 5.
What are the audiobooks about?
Well, I like audiobooks on history, I like audiobooks on theology, and I like audiobooks on sci-fi.
Do you know?
Chat. Do you chat, I don't read no 2 hours a day, chat. I don't even read signs. I hardly read. Reading the title of these YouTube things is the most reading I be doing.
You know a lot of other people like yourself.
I would say that a lot of people who've gone in and out of my life have been on the spectrum, especially my closer friends when I were younger. Either that or people with strong personalities that could beat up the bullies.
Were you bullied a lot?
Yes, often. Even in adulthood.
What is adulthood bullying like?
Oh, I would say adulthood bullying is just kind of like, ostracizing, like acting like I'm not there or underhanded comments. I get that a lot.
Tell me about when you first started to realize that your wife might be autistic.
I think that you start to see that she develops sort of patterns, the way how she operates.
We have a set routine and it keeps us centered. It keeps us keeps the peace. It keeps us all from going crazy because we all have sensory issues, all four of us, and that can be a nightmare.
I would say that after we had our children, Logan and Michaela, it started to become a little bit more prevalent because, again, I kind of had viewed autism through sort of my family's eyes with my brother and my nephews and whatnot being autistic. So it was maybe a little bit different because it showed different from her than like maybe my brother. You know what I mean? I grew up with him. He was only a couple years younger than me. So it's tough to sort of to coin it out and to pull it out and see exactly, some of those things that came about. But as the kids started to develop, and as I started to see the things in the kids, and I saw the other things with the therapist and all, I could see a lot of those same traits that she sort of possessed.
We're all different. You meet one, you just meet one. And I'm nothing like another autistic person, though there may be some similarities overall. Even within the ones within my own family, we are very different.
Is it hard when your routine changes?
Yeah.
Why is it hard when your routine
I
changes?
don't know. Because he's a peanut.
Yeah, bruh. When's the last when you realize your brother was a peanut, bruh? How did that make you feel, bruh? Honestly, because the second they got the news he was a peanut, Chad, I'm allergic to peanuts, Chad. I don't know how I would deal with that. I don't know, honestly, cause it's like, damn, bruh.
It's again.
Why do you think it's hard when Logan's routine changes?
He definitely has a hard time transitioning. So if we're like trying to end, let's say like time playing maybe video games, we try to do a little bit of schoolwork. I think that he's very headstrong. He kind of likes to do what he likes to do at his time, and he likes to engage with things and people on his own terms, and that can be kind of tough, I think, for him to kind of have to do things that he doesn't necessarily prefer to do.
What's it like to be an autistic mom?
It's like insanity all the time. I have to wake up at least an hour before everyone just to get myself mentally situated for getting the day ready. I worry all the time. I hyper focus on what I need to do for the kids. I have to wear headphones all the time when I'm with my children, unfortunately, because if not, I'm probably on the floor crying.
Do they ever wear headphones also?
Nope. They got lucky. They like the noise.
Dad's room. No just saying Dad and Mom's room on all day design or design for and I'm 5 years old.
When somebody meets your family for the first time, what do you hope they think?
I just hope that they think that my kids are well taken care of and well loved. Being an autistic mom to me is just feeling like I wish that I was more neurotypical so that I can give my children the typical experience. I'm not the mom that can drive them to soccer class. I'm not the mom that can, go to all the loud places where other kids are. I'm kind of just me. But in another way, I feel like I understand them better than a typical mom. I allow them to be themselves, for better or worse. And they don't have any filter, and part of me likes that because I do appreciate the honesty.
What's it like to have a lot of energy?
It likes to have energy to spin.
Does it feel good, or is it hard having a lot of energy?
It's holding a lot of energy.
Chad, I'm gonna honestly throw up if she keeps spinning, bro. I hate spinning.
I'm a therapist who goes to therapy.
Oh my gosh, Chad. You know what? We're gonna end it right there, man. Because we got a lot of other things in the lineup, but Chad, I think that family is pretty good. I think what they're doing out there, treating the children, I think it's all going pretty